Yo, it's Mass Podcast, and today I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm talking about the character currently, Kendrick Lamar. So, disclaimer: I believe Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest ever rappers we've ever had. Disclaimer at the start. Now, my concern, maybe not concern, my thoughts on him change when it comes to the current character he's displaying. Okay, now as most of you would have heard, he was on a Playboy Carti's album. He had 3 songs on there, but the one most people are talking about is Good Credit. But I'm gonna kind of look at that song and look at who he's worked with as Playboy Carti and the things he said in the past, and kind of put all these things together to try and get a picture of what he actually stands for. Do you know what I mean? So, without further ado, so we had him collaborate with someone who, at least society wise, is known as someone who's a bit demonic. He puts himself out there that way anyway, as Playboy Carti, upside down crosses and whatnot. Kendrick Lamar has verbalized that he wants to get aligned with God. Um, he talks to God, this, that, and the next. There's the obvious conflict there. That's just a small thing. But then again, he was criticizing Drake for not taking care of his son. It's thought, I'll put it that way because we don't know the real behind all the situation. It's thought that Playboy Carti is not taking care of his children. Do you know what I mean? So there's the first conflict there. Okay, but then you've got the idea that Kendrick takes towards Drake as being uncultured, not from the culture. You've got him having songs with Maroon 5. You've got him having songs with Taylor Swift. You know, he does these pop records and it gets overlooked for Kendrick. However, Drake's the one who's not cultured. Then you've got the toxicity that's being put on Drake's name by likes of Kendrick, Ebro, and different figures in the hip hop industry. However, Kendrick's aligned himself with people like Future. He went to Future. Future's known for lying about his use of lean and promoting it to children because he knows it will sell, which in turn has a correlation. We can't say it's directly doing it, but it has a correlation with the increase of young people doing these drugs, destroying communities. He's worked with Pusha T, a rapper. He's Pusha T, phenomenal rapper. Again, I'm not taking anything away from their ability, but his content is cold crap. Now you might say he's selling it to white kids or whatnot, but still, these aren't positive influences. Jay-Z was with Beyonce when she was young, a young girl. He's had false allegations at this point. He's had false allegations put on him. But again, Jay-Z came up talking about selling drugs. He said he used to, if truth be told, he'd rap like common sense. But well, I can't remember the line, but you know it. But he hasn't been rhyming like common ever since because he's getting money. I can't remember the full bar. So if you got the bar, put it down. But you know what I mean? He's changed his style because he knows what will sell. Okay, you've got all these people. Then you've got, on top of that, abusers he's associated with, such as Dr. Dre, known abuser of women. Okay, he says Drake's got an issue with women. Dr. Dre, he's worked with, is known to abuse women. Then you've got the people at TD now. Again, Kendrick's not at Top Dog Entertainment. He's not over there with them. However, at one point he was. Okay, these people in his circle and his environment, he's accusing Drake of certain things on being around certain people. He's been around these people. He embraces these people. Okay? So again, he talks about Drake's relationships with women. He Kendrick's wasting a woman's time if he's not wasted time already. He was with this girl from young, which is honourable. He proposed to her, honourable. She was engaged 9 years. Now, are we aware that there's a secret wedding we don't know about and it's not public? And he's maybe done a J. Cole? That is a possibility, but public perception, at least, on the face of it, he's not married this girl, and apparently they're not together anymore. Talked about the women Drake hates. He doesn't like the women Drake deals with. However, oh, you've got SZA on your tour, one of Drake's exes. You got Serena Williams crip walking, another one of Drake's exes. Do you not like those women? You had a song with Rihanna, who was one of Drake's exes. You say you hate the women he deals with because they confuse themselves with real women. You've involved yourself with them. I just don't get it. But again, like, since he's got the crown from this rap beef, because again, I I do hold the position Kendrick won. I do hold the position Kendrick won. But ever since he's got the crown in that sense from winning that rap battle, it's amplified this whole inconsistency with Kendrick. And I put it this way as well. If I went to the interview he had with SZA, she goes, "Can I ask you a hypermasculine question? You can tell me to shut the F up. What does not like us mean to you?" And then he laughs and says, "Not like us. Not like us is the energy of who I am. It's the type of man I represent." Now, if you identify with that man, sorry, if you identify with the man I represent, break that down for me. Then he goes on to say, "This man holds morals. He has values. He believes in something. He stands on something. He's not pandering. He's a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes and can dig deep down into fear-based ideologies or experiences to be able to express them without feeling like he's less of a man. If I'm thinking of not like us, I'm thinking of me and whoever identifies with that." So there he's saying he's a man who's got morals. Now, it feels like the morals are compromised when you align yourself with certain people. You said, if they took down R. Kelly's music, you take down your music. You've been associated with XXX and fair enough, I'm not saying you shouldn't support these people, but you got to realize he had a case of assault against a woman. Like, you can't play morally superior because that's what happened in this battle. He played morally superior, and that's not why he won. Not like us was just a knockout punch. It was a knockout punch. But throughout this, you've played morally superior, and then even from the interview, you've kind of gone into that based on morals, but the morals aren't there. The morals aren't there. And it even got to the point, I don't even like this shoot, so let me just make that clear. I don't even like this guy. But Anthony Fantano had something to say, so I'm going to drop that clip down below.
Is that Kendrick Lamar, when it comes to the morals he puts into his songs and the ones that he throws in people's faces as a means of endearing you to him, he selectively applies them when it's convenient for him and most to his benefit. If it allows him to build on his popularity and get a leg up on a competitor or tell a certain kind of story and narrative, he embraces it. But simultaneously, if it prevents him from doing a collab with an artist that might actually benefit his numbers and his appeal, then he's going to look the other way. That's how it all kind of reads, honestly. And I don't know, from this point, hearing him make commentary on this front is going to be a lot harder to take seriously because of this.
As well, but again, it took him 11 months to realize that he's not the guy we thought he was. Like, he's got to the point where Drake is, and this is what he had to say. He says, "The hate gets realer, the love get fake, but when you're this great, that's how you should like it." Now, he's only had the crown 11 months. Drake's been rapping about this in a better way, these sentiments in a better way, for a long time. It's at least 2011. At least 2011, Drake's been rapping that thing in a better way. And I just think the mistake Kendrick has made, it's not his rapping ability, even though I didn't like the verse on Playboy Carti's album. That what's it called? Good Credit. I didn't like the verse just generally. But the mistake he's made is making himself seem like he's better than Drake, a better man than Drake. Where at least Drake's always been Drake and you know Drake to do Drake things. The things we've seen from Kendrick, we don't have this negative opinion of him. And yes, you can say, hey, he said he was a hypocrite in 2015. Why are you so surprised? Because you're surprised because you're talking about being a man of value, integrity, and morals. So you can say, I'm a man of value, integrity, and morals, but I could kill someone whenever I want, or I'll sleep with whoever. Like, it loses that sentiment. And that's not even being hypocritical, that's just being a liar at that point. If you said, I'm a man who's struggling and I continue to struggle, and, I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it, and, other people aren't perfect and I see that in them, that's a different stance. That's not what you're saying, though. So, again, to use the morally superior thing against Drake, but then you be inconsistent with that moving forward, it doesn't strike a nerve for me. I just feel like it's just not real. And I think this whole thing again. I know I'm a Cole fan, but you can see the integrity in J. Cole at least. He's like, nah, my heart's not in it. I'm not in it. I'm out. He didn't want to say so because this is the thing. He didn't want to have to say something and not be able to stand on it. You know what I mean? Even with the light, he took the light approach because he didn't want to go at him. Even with some that he didn't even fully believe. And he's like, you know what? I don't even believe that. You got rid of it. We might think that's a weak move in hip hop, but that is actual integrity. That's having morals. That's being consistent. He didn't have to drag someone down with him, no matter what the cost, and then it affects his whole persona. He doesn't have to live up to anything except for being J. Cole now. Kendrick has to pick and choose. But the thing is, this is why he's getting some of the backlash he's getting, because this whole morally superior idea he's putting out there is just not hitting. But again, Kendrick's a man, and I'm not taking anything away from his rapping ability. As I said at the start, I'll put it back in there because Kendrick fans are so sensitive. He's one of the greatest, if not top, what number? He's at least top 6 greatest rappers to have ever lived and touched a microphone. At least top 6. I say 6 and not 5 because there's probably people I could put before him, but just on the spot talking about it, like, he's a great of all time. But this isn't to do with how well he raps. It's not about how well he raps. This is about currently the character of Kendrick Lamar. But you let me know though, innit? You let me know how you're feeling. Am I waffling? Is it making sense what I'm trying to say? Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, let me know in the comment section. But please, if you've watched this, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well if you get a chance, and I appreciate it again. Mas podcast signing out. Thank you.